I came from an agriculture family. Today we are producing chemicals to assist the agriculture Indian farmers, as well as we export these chemicals to more than 60 various countries including China. If you are interested in chemistry, you will be interested in plant also. I will show you how the plant operates. Good morning everyone. Namaskara. Invoking the blessing of my divine force. Let me recollect. I have been talking here for the last 3-4 times. Again today. Thanks, Father, for welcoming me here. So distinguished personalities on the dais. Father Martis, Praveen Martis sir, and Mr. Ronald, and all the dignitaries, Madam Minola, and of course I need not name everyone. So all the college dignitaries here, and my beloved students, friends, faculty members and all. You have a lot of activities. I think a lot of trophies are lined up for you, all made of gold. So shining, see. So welcome, all of you. I think you have come from various colleges across Karnataka and my state. Both are my states only. I belong to the bordering area, but technically belonging to Kerala, but belonging to both the states here. It's a bordering area of Kasaragod. And of course I am more, now All India is my, state-wise I have no discrimination now, because I live in Maharashtra now, and I have my all my factories, mostly some 7 factories in Gujarat and 1 in Maharashtra. So across, we have our head office in Mumbai. So, of course, before that I should introduce myself, a little bit of my life journey, So, as I said, I was born in a place near some 40 kilometers from here, a place called Manjeshwar, Kasaragod district in Kerala. In a remote village, of course. It's a small village. I hail from a farmer background, agriculturist. Parents were agriculturists. They were not, of course, educated. Mother never went to school. She said, I never stepped into school. And father did some 4th standard or so. But the credit goes to them. They encouraged education. They had 7 children. I am the first. 6 boys, 6 men and 1 lady, girl. And of course, parents with their little agricultural income, they gave education the priority. That is their vision, their priority. Give education, thinking that that is the future. See, agriculture, I don't undermine education, agriculture, but agriculture can't be a big thing. Your prospects for the future. So education and knowledge is the future. That's what the parents, their visionary thinking those days. So which, with all the difficulty also, they educated all their children. I am the biggest beneficiary of that education, because basically I was a little bit good in studies as well. So they educated me. I did my schooling from my native place up to SSLC. Then looking for higher education, I landed in St. Aloysius College. It's my good fortune, because this college that time was regarded as one of the best colleges in the entire coastal area. St. Aloysius College was such a college, I tell you, education institution, now deemed to be university. So I am very proud to say that now it has been promoted to the level of deemed to be university. And those time it was, it was one of the best colleges in the entire area. A college with an impeccable record of education, disciplined education. So I was lucky enough to join this college. got admission to this college. And it was both education as well as discipline. What shaped my future? See, one part of the education was the basic foundation, that is the schooling. So that is the first part. But the real mature education, what you get, which shapes your future, that is the college education. So with all the seriousness, this institution shaped my education. So that time I had a passion for chemistry, chemicals and chemistry. So which this college provided me that kind of platform where I could get that chemistry education. They created all the enthusiasm and encouragement for chemistry education. So those days the chemistry department has now transformed, I believe, from what I saw those days with wooden planks and all that. I still sense that chemical smell in the laboratory there. So the basic chemistry education I got from this college, great institute. St. Aloysius College, as already mentioned, has a glorious history of 145 years. So 1880, this institute started by some great thinker. It is built up in a place at the Lighthouse Hill. Lighthouse, it shows the light, direction to the ships, it seems, like. So this education institution also given light and shown the direction to many of the people. Thousands and thousands of students were shaped up and educated and imparted knowledge in this college for the last 145 years. That is the greatness of this institution. So I am a proud alumni of this great college, the great institution. So, of course, after I got educated, passed out in 74, it's now already 50-year-old. I came back to this institute after 50 years. Since the last 6 months, I have been a frequent visitor. I have been given the honor, invited here several times now. In the last 6 months, I think I must have visited 4 times and given lecture here 4 times already. 3 days back, they were kind enough to honor me as a eminent Aloysian. Eminent Aloysian. They found out that this gentleman is prominent now, so give him eminent Aloysian award. So I am really honored, sir, and rector sir also, and you and all the management of my great institute, St. Aloysius College institutions, for honoring me. Of course, that is education part, which I said, it shapes your future. Education is your future. Now, whatever field you are interested in, you pursue this thing. I am very happy that I am among you all who are interested in chemistry, interested in pursuing chemistry as your education. And see, what chemistry can do is, I am one example. I am one example of what chemistry can do. Several times, what we find is, chemicals means people take it in a negative way. Chemical hai, it is dangerous, Chemical bole to dangerous hai. Chemicals. You talk somebody about vegetables, they put all chemicals. Food, chemical डालता है. Your facials and this lipstick and all this chemicals. Chemicals means it is taken as a negative thing. It is harmful. Someday, if I get the opportunity, I will give such a this thing, Chemical is not dangerous. Anything is dangerous if taken in excess or done in excess. Everything in moderation is good for every individual and anything. Moderation. Supposing I have diabetes now, I take sugar. Sugar may be good for somebody, but it's not good for me because I have diabetes. Excess is not good, even for a normal human being. Excess of everything is not good. Anything in life, that is one of my lessons I learned, is anything in excess is not good. Moderation is okay. So chemical is not bad. Chemical is not dangerous. So I can tell you, see, people, pharma industry, they blame, sometimes it is taken in a negative way. Ayurvedic is better, that is chemical, pharmaceutical is chemical. Why? That is treating all the kinds of diseases, that chemicals. The pharma industry, pharma is chemicals, but that is treating your dangerous disease. Ayurvedic is, I don't undermine Ayurvedic, but it is good, okay. But it has got its own limitation. Ayurvedic has its own limitation. Those days there was no advanced science, so that is our ancestors that developed that. That is, those days it worked to some extent. But now we have far better science, far better medical research, and we have better products for treating all kinds of disease. Everything is chemical, everything. Morning you take toothpaste, morning toothpaste to night your medicine, everything is chemical के बिना कुछ नहीं होता है. Chemical is very, very important, Chemistry was my passion because I tell you, chemicals in this whole world, this universe is made of chemicals. There are how many elements in nature? 105, 10, 8, 108 elements. Everything is, this universe is made out of 108 elements and all of them belong to our chemistry. Is there anything other than that in this world? We are made of those, one of those, few of those 108 elements. This earth, this universe, wherever you go, anything, air is made of oxygen, okay, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, etc. Water, H2O. Without that, nothing works. So, the sea, full of water, sodium chloride in that, salt. So, everything is made of chemicals. Why we should undermine chemical is kharab hai, chemical is bad, this, what, everything is made of chemical only. We are made of chemical only. Bone is your calcium. And body has got lot of water in it. Blood is made of chemicals. Your whatever you eat, that gets digested because of chemicals. There are acids inside. You blame acids. Acid kharab hai, kisi ko acid fek diya, defamed. So chemistry is, I tell you, one of the best sciences. One of the best sciences is chemistry. A clap, please. Chemistry ke liye big applause, isn't it? We are all belonging to chemistry people, yeah. Chemicals. As I said, the whole world, the universe is made out of chemicals. Now you don't blame chemicals. Kharab hai, it is bad and all that. So chemistry is a very fascinating science. Whatever was existing is part of the chemistry, and beyond that there is only one thing, that is God. God created all this. Beyond God, next to God, chemistry, materials, elements, molecules. Now, what we have done in the recent centuries, 1 century or so, we have developed this chemistry. Whatever was existing, we tried to modify that. We created molecules. We created molecules in the laboratories. We did research. Earlier, people thought that, example, urea. Urea was generated in the human body. Okay. Then ammonia by when urea was decomposed. That smell, ammonia smell, etc. Then it was naturally created in the body. I mean, urine and urea. Okay. So this was made in the laboratory. Same thing was made in the laboratory. We analyzed what it is. It is NH2CO and all that. Okay. We created that molecule. We found that this can be artificially created in the laboratory, in the test tubes. Okay. So anything can be made out of these molecules. Organic chemistry is what? Organic chemistry is enormous amount of molecules can be created by joining carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur. Right? This is organic chemistry. You can create anything out of this. It's a lot of molecules. What we do in our laboratory and ultimately in our big scale factory is all this. A mix. Then there is process parameters. We heat it, we cool it, we put pressure and all those things. What we do in the lab, the father was suggesting, we have several factories. I'll take you to the factory and show you. Whatever you do in the laboratory scale, it can be replicated into a mega size reactions in big reactors. We have reactors of the capacities of 20,000 liters, 10,000 liters. We carry out reaction, mixing the ingredients, the input materials, and then heating it, cooling it. There are process is mainly heating, cooling. Reactions takes at particular temperatures. So then we put pressure, all those things, then we cool it, chill it. So lot of process activity we carry out in building up a molecule. As the complex molecules are built, in organic chemistry, complex molecules are built. There are various kinds of name reactions and other reactions, standard reactions. To develop and build up a molecule, we can build up gigantic scale, big scale molecules, steroids and all, you see the molecule size. So these are all, a game plan what we do with the hydrogen, oxygen, carbon. Carbon is the basic thing, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. इससे सब कुछ बनता है. We build up, we make a house with cement, steel and all that. Likewise, we build up molecules in the laboratory. So I studied BSc here, so which shaped my future during 71 to 74. 74 is 50 years ago I was here. Many of you are not born that time. Okay, na? So still, the people who blame that chemistry is bad, chemical se kaam karega to gaya kaam se, but I am the live example. I said my classmates, you see my classmates and you see me. My fitness and their fitness. Some of them are no more there, who didn't work in chemical laboratory. They inhaled fresh air in the gaon, in the villages, fresh food, fresh water, fresh thing, organic food. Some of them are already gone. कहाँ गया organic food तुम्हारा? So I worked 24 hours in the, of course, here 4 years in this lab, inhaling ammonia, HCl, sulfuric and all those things, chemicals. Then did my post-graduation in organic chemistry in Manasangangotri in Mysore. There also I worked more on laboratories. There was more of practicals, laboratories there, building up, this various structural molecules. So this, after that I worked in chemical plants. She named 4 factories. One was dyes and intermediates, one was rubber chemicals, one was agrochemicals, one was a pharma industry. So I had 4 different types of chemical plant experience and expertise. Into R&D, I worked in research and laboratories, I worked in analytical labs, I worked in mainly later part only in process, in multiple product chemical reactions in plants around the shift. I worked 12 years, I worked in night shift also. Plants work in 24 hours, night, around the clock. So I worked in hardcore chemical process plants with gases and chemicals and all that, handling those things, operating big scale reactors. N number of chemicals, N number of reactions I handled, worked in some 15, near about 18 years I worked in different companies. There also I worked sincerely worked in all the 3 shifts, sometimes first shift, sometimes second shift, sometimes third shift, night shift. Okay, when people are sleeping, you used to work in chemical plants those days. 12 years I worked in shifts also, night shift also. So then I started venturing into my own enterprise. I thought, why not I start my own enterprise? So that is the year 1994. We started this chemical plant to produce agrochemicals. Agrochemicals means it is chemicals required for crop protection. There are different types of crop protection chemicals. One is insecticides, what we generally term as pesticides. Then herbicides, they selectively destroy the grass, unwanted grass, but not harming the main crop. Then various kinds of pests, various kinds of diseases for the various wide variety of crops. and vegetables and fruits. So we cater to all these kinds of, crop protection of this thing, thereby encouraging agriculture from where I came from. I came from an agriculture family. Today we are producing chemicals to assist the agriculture, Indian farmers, as well as we export these chemicals to more than 60 various countries, including China. Generally, people import from China. China produces all kinds of chemicals. Let me tell you, you name a chemical, China is producing. I don't know from where they get the technology, how they develop. So, in their language, they teach chemistry, that complicated language. I don't know. It's like a figure, pictures. Pictures like, I don't know how they understand that language. God alone knows. There is no God there also in China. So, we produce something we import from China, but we are exporting to China also. We import from China also. More than 60 countries we export our chemicals. In a chemical plant, eventually, when you come, I will show you a chemical plant, how it operates, basically. It's very interesting, I tell you. If you are interested in chemistry, you will be interested in plant also. I will show you how the plant operates. We have raw materials, chemicals coming in, then we analyze it. If the standard quality is okay, then we take it to plant. Then we process based on batch size. Mostly it is a batch size. We don't have continuous operation like, refineries and all. But we operate on a plant's, batch size. Take a batch, process it. Then we have a chemical reaction. Then we have workup, purify the material. Purification, there are various stages of purifications like crystallization. Then we have distillations, normal distillation, vacuum distillation, high vacuum distillations. Then we process the powder processing like centrifuge or filter, then drying it finally, if it is a powder product. How we dry it, there are various kinds of equipments available for drying, vacuum drying, normal drying. Then if it is a liquid, we purify by distillation. We have huge distillation columns, pack columns, etc. So we have a lot of chemical process. This thing will show you. It will be very, very interesting to see from a lab what you do in a test tube and eventually in a commercial scale, large scale, how it is operated and what are the safety precautions we take in handling a chemicals. Each chemical there are, of course, safety parameters. There is MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheet. So all these things have to be considered in that. And we have laboratories, R&D, we have R&D setup. Already you have, I was happy to know that you have a very well-equipped laboratory, including instrumentation like GC, HPLC, and FTIR and all that. Yeah. IR and all those you must be having. So we do have such things. We have a R&D facility both for developing new products as well as for improving the products, because there is a lot of competition in the market. We need to compete with others. Then we need to improve your quality, improve your RM consumption, improving the productivity. So that is very much required. There is a lot of challenges in industry as well. So that we do. So as I said, we have more than 700 chemical reactors all across 8 plants. Average 10,000 liters, 5,000 liters each reactor capacity. So there we process it. We have boilers to heat it. We have chilling plant and brine plant to chill it. We have stirrers in each. Then large electrical setup and all those things. So we operate that way. So as I said, I have 2 companies. One is into agrochemicals, another is into pharma. We manufacture bulk drugs, big quantity bulk drugs. We don't do formulation, of course, not make tablets and injections, but we do the basic ingredient called bulk drug, APIs we call, active pharmaceutical intermediates, ingredients. So this way we operate. So we export, we import, we do a lot of things. And commercially, company is listed in the stock exchange. And that is the success. Whole thing started from here. Last time also I told the gathering that it all started from what I was taught in this small laboratory those days. How we were taught, started with ammonia and hydrochloric acid and all those, chemical reactions. So we were very much thrilled to know what it is. So science, chemistry is something which is practical. Chemistry has a lot of future. Nowadays there is everybody trend to get into IT. So IT is now already saturated, more or say, saturated field. But chemistry has opens up a lot of new opportunities because chemicals are required for every activity in life. As I said, from the morning toothpaste to evening, everything is chemicals. Your salt is chemical. Okay, salt is also processed. Sugar, your eatable, lot of ingredients in food and medicines. Without medicine nowadays, one cannot survive. So everywhere chemistry is required, chemicals are required. So we are fortunate that you are all interested in chemicals and chemistry. There are different fields. You can get into pure chemistry, you can get into chemical engineering. So chemical industries, there are a lot of different segments. As I said, agrochemicals, pharmaceuticals. There are big refineries purifying crude oil. There are fertilizer factories. There are various pharmaceutical companies. So there are multiple opportunities for chemistry. So if you are interested in chemistry, there is a huge potential for chemistry in future. This IT and all, okay, sometimes, but chemistry has a consistent requirement. So you are in the right field and take interest in studies and develop knowledge. Knowledge is very essential. Recently, one of the talks I said, it's not hard work now, it is smart work. Smart work is required, along with hard work, of course. Should be dedicated with a single-minded devotion in whatever you are doing. Do everything in moderation, but do extraordinary in your chosen field of activity, that is for you, for this gathering, chemistry as the main subject. So whatever I have achieved, it is attributed to chemistry, and I mainly attributed to what I studied in colleges like this, great institutions like this, and Manasa Gangotri, Mysore, the post-graduation. Now, those days, for post-graduation, we had to go to Mysore, that time, in my time. So now it is available right here. So you are fortunate, you are lucky. And many of you coming from various schools and colleges across Karnataka, Kerala and Goa. So I congratulate you for taking chemistry as your main field of study, and pursue in your future career in chemistry. I wish you all the best. And for today's function also, participate very actively, and I hope you will win all this. Many of you, this is shining here. So have a nice day. And once again, my pleasure. I congratulate you. Thank you. And thanks to the Vice Chancellor and all the chemistry department and the college administration for giving me this opportunity to talk to you, and for calling me here. And again, being sitting in this dais for frequently. So thank you very much. God bless you. Best luck in chemistry. Thank you.